They've spent decades together, yet now they sleep back to back in silence. The spark didn't vanish overnight, it faded, one unspoken emotion at a time. If you're over 60 and still believe love belongs in your bedroom, not just your memories, this is for you. Don't skip this, what you're about to hear could transform your nights and your heart. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and let us know where you're watching from in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. As we age, physical changes are inevitable, but what often gets overlooked is the emotional disconnect that can quietly build up over the years. In long-term relationships, especially for couples over 60, emotional intimacy is the bedrock of physical closeness. Yet many seniors fall into a trap, assuming that after decades together, they no longer need to express affection, vulnerability, or curiosity about each other. Why this happens? Years of routine can dull emotional connection. Health challenges shift focus away from romance. Cultural taboos may discourage older adults from discussing emotional or sexual needs. Children, finances, or even caregiving roles create emotional fatigue. The silent impact. Ignoring emotional needs often leads to a lack of desire, miscommunication, and eventually, a lifeless bedroom. You may still share a house, a bed, even meals, but without emotional warmth, your partner starts to feel like a roommate, not a soulmate. When was the last time you truly looked into your partner's eyes and said, "I'm still in love with you," and meant it? Doctor's tips. White heavy checkmark, set aside 10 to 15 minutes daily for deep conversation. Not about bills or family, but about feelings. White heavy checkmark, revisit old memories together. Photos, letters, even songs from your early days. White heavy checkmark, express gratitude and compliments, even small ones like, "You still have that smile I fell for." White heavy checkmark, if needed, speak to a counselor who specializes in mature relationships. Emotional intimacy is a skill, not a luxury. For many seniors, the decline in bedroom satisfaction isn't due to age alone, but due to ignoring key aspects of physical health and personal hygiene that directly affect intimacy. Brain, the hidden connection between health and desire. As we grow older, chronic conditions such as diabetes, arthritis, or high blood pressure can interfere with intimacy, not just physically but emotionally. Poor circulation can reduce sensation, certain medications can reduce libido, and untreated pain can make any physical closeness feel uncomfortable, even stressful. What's more surprising? Even simple habits like skipping dental hygiene or not staying fresh and clean can erode your partner's attraction and comfort, even if no one talks about it. Desire doesn't die with age, but it does shrink away when basic self-care is ignored. Knows when cleanliness equals confidence. You might think, we've been together so long, hygiene shouldn't matter anymore. But in reality, cleanliness is a sign of self-respect, and a way to honor your partner. Bad breath, untrimmed nails, body odor, or stained sleepwear can silently destroy physical connection, no matter how deep your emotional bond. Stethoscope, doctor's advice. White heavy checkmark, schedule regular checkups to monitor blood pressure, hormones, and chronic conditions. White heavy checkmark, ask your doctor about medications that may be affecting libido. Don't suffer in silence. White heavy checkmark, maintain a routine for grooming. Regular showers, fresh clothes, and dental care matter, even for long-married couples. White heavy checkmark, don't ignore pain or discomfort during intimacy. It's not a normal part of aging and can often be treated. Bed bonus insight. Sleep quality is critical. Poor sleep from snoring, apnea, or discomfort lowers libido and causes tension. If one partner isn't sleeping well, the whole relationship feels it. Address it together. As years pass, many senior couples find comfort in routine. But when it comes to intimacy, routine can quietly turn into a silent enemy. Scheduled affection, predictable nights, and the absence of surprise can make bedroom moments feel like a chore, not a cherished connection. Tear off calendar, the trap of scheduled love. While planning is necessary for many aspects of aging, intimacy thrives on spontaneity and emotional spark. If every kiss, every touch, or every romantic gesture happens on the same day in the same way at the same time, it begins to feel automatic, and passion fades. Many seniors unknowingly replace emotional connection with habit. Watching TV together but never holding hands. Sleeping side by side without cuddling. Saying goodnight, but not, "I love you." Love needs moments of surprise, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. You are never too old to flirt, to tease, or to try something new. Lightbulb, why spontaneity still matters after 60. Spontaneous gestures, even small ones, reignite the brain's reward system. A surprise compliment, a gentle touch during the day, or an unexpected note can make your partner feel desired, not just accepted. Desire doesn't die with age, it dies with neglect. Stethoscope doctor's tips to rekindle spark. White heavy checkmark: break the routine. Change the bedroom setting, lighting, or even time of day. White heavy checkmark: introduce small surprises. A handwritten note, a back rub, or a favorite dessert after dinner. White heavy checkmark: talk about new things you'd both like to try. Laughter and curiosity are powerful aphrodisiacs. White heavy checkmark: say, I love you, not out of habit but intentionally and often. Brain-mind-body link. When you break routine, you reawaken the mind. That mental stimulation triggers physical desire, which in turn boosts hormones like oxytocin and serotonin, both key to intimacy and happiness. One of the biggest mistakes senior couples make is avoiding honest conversations about what's really happening, or not happening, in the bedroom. Whether due to embarrassment, fear of hurting feelings, or the belief that at this age it doesn't matter anymore, silence often becomes the most dangerous barrier to a healthy love life. Zipper mouth face: why silence feels safer, but isn't. It's not easy to admit that something feels off, that you're not satisfied, or that something physically hurts. Many people over 60 were raised in times when discussing intimacy was taboo, especially for women. That silence, carried into later years, leads to misunderstood signals, resentment that grows in the dark, needs that go unspoken and unmet. The truth is, emotional pain often hides beneath physical distance. And without open communication, even love can feel lonely. Broken heart: common phrases that hide deeper issues. I'm just tired. It's fine, we're old now. I don't want to bother you. These may sound harmless, but they often mask fear, sadness, or dissatisfaction. Stethoscope doctor's guidance for honest, gentle conversations. White heavy checkmark: choose the right moment. Outside the bedroom, when both of you are relaxed. White heavy checkmark: speak from your own feelings. I miss feeling close to you, instead of blaming. White heavy checkmark: be curious, not critical. Ask, what makes you feel most connected to me? White heavy checkmark: reassure your partner that the goal is more love, not conflict. Speech balloon: if talking feels too hard. Some couples benefit from having these conversations with a counselor, a therapist, or even using guided books or intimacy workshops. There is no shame in needing help. The goal is to rediscover each other with kindness and honesty. One of the quietest killers of joy in older relationships is the habit of comparison. Specifically, comparing your current love life to the passionate days of your youth. Many seniors carry a hidden sadness or frustration, thinking, it used to be exciting, now it's not the same. While it's natural to miss what once was, living in that nostalgia can cause you to diminish the beauty of your present connection. Feel ashamed of natural physical changes. Lose appreciation for emotional depth that only decades together can build. Mantelpiece clock: the myth of, it was better back then. The truth? Intimacy at 60, 70, or even 80 can be deeply fulfilling, in a different, more soulful way. It may be less about raw passion and more about tenderness, trust, and meaningful connection. But if you're always measuring your love life against your past, you'll never allow it to flourish in the now. The body may change, but love doesn't have to fade. It just needs to evolve. Sparkles: a new definition of intimacy. Eye contact that says, I still see you. Holding hands and feeling safe. Slow, intentional closeness, not rushed, not forced. Laughter in the quiet moments. These are the new markers of intimacy for many seniors, and they are just as powerful as youthful passion. Stethoscope doctor's tips for embracing the present. White heavy checkmark: accept and celebrate your body today, not what it was 30 years ago. White heavy checkmark: create new rituals of intimacy. Dance in the living room, take warm baths together, write each other letters. White heavy checkmark: practice gratitude for the emotional intimacy you now share. Few younger couples have that depth. White heavy checkmark: let go of the script. Love now doesn't need to look like love then. Clapperboard final message to viewers. You've just completed this 5-part journey, and hopefully you've seen that a healthy bedroom life in your later years isn't just possible, it's powerful. It starts not with pills or perfect bodies, but with understanding, openness, and the courage to rediscover each other. Bellhop Bell, subscribe to our channel for more health wisdom, real talk, and support for seniors who believe that love, real love, never retires. Thank you for watching. Here's to joy, connection, and intimacy at every stage of life. Rose. And there you have it. 5 simple but powerful lessons. 10 mistakes that may seem small, yet silently shape the quality of your connection in the bedroom and beyond. As a doctor, I can tell you this. Intimacy isn't just about physical contact. It's about emotional closeness. It's about feeling seen, heard, valued, even after decades of shared life. If you're watching this and thinking, it's too late for me, let me gently remind you, as long as you're breathing, it's never too late to love, or to be loved, more deeply. You don't need to be 20 again. You just need to be present. Present with your words. Present with your affection. Present with your time. Maybe tonight, instead of scrolling or watching TV in silence, you reach over and hold their hand. Maybe you whisper something kind. Maybe, for the first time in a long time, you look at each other and you smile. Because love doesn't grow old. Love grows wiser. Love grows deeper. And love, my friend, grows stronger when you choose to nurture it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this series touched your heart or gave you something to think about, I invite you to share it with someone who needs it. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And hit the bell icon so you'll never miss a moment that might just change your life. With warmth, with wisdom, and with all my heart, I wish you more joy, more laughter, and more love in every season of your life. Stay healthy. Stay connected. And remember, the best is not behind you, it might just be in your next conversation.